11 minutes.
They're adding buffer today.
You get buffer.
You get buffer. I've learned about this. So you're 15, my 7.
Why am I getting buffer?
It's like rules of the road.
Rules of the road.
That's not the... You made up the rules of the road right now.
Do you think it's on time if you're here at 11?
Can you do it in a Donald Trump impression?
Yes.
Do you think it's on time if you're here at 11?
Dude, what was
What is
that?
going on here?
Wow.
What was that?
I want you to vote for me this year.
What is
Yeah.
happening?
Is this your Chad voice or
Are
your
you
politician
gay?
voice? Or
When
gay.
you go, no,
He's
sorry.
gay.
You're like a Wilson brother.
Folks, he's gay. I think...
is this morphing into Trump?
It's so well. That's what he asked earlier. He said, "Do Trump," and that's why he tried to do Trump.
So you're trying to get there right now.
I feel like I got there.
I don't think you...
I'm on your side because we're the guys who are on time.
Amen.
You didn't get there.
2 people who get there on time, though.
It doesn't feel good. I want you to remember this feeling.
I'm gonna hurt them.
2 boys who come at the damn same time.
That's right.
Look in each other's eyes.
You can't tell whose spunk is who.
You can't tell because it's all the same color.
If they took a fucking picture like when horses race to see who won, and there's spunk in the air,
They'd be like, we don't know. I don't know why we took this photo. It's all just come.
it's all coming.
I don't know what we expected to
at
see.
the same velocity.
And it's measured.
Whose
The
road
government.
crosses the line
Who's
first?
who's gets there?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
You guys
I got a
go
question.
ahead,
I got a
man.
question. You're running a 50-meter dash, right? You know how like when you're running them damn things, like anything counts. So, like crossing the finish
Oh
line.
yeah.
Do you think that if like last 20 meters or whatever, you pull your dick out and
And you just bust.
you bust over the line, does that count as like your DNA has crossed the line?
So there's a classic science question. You're in a spaceship traveling at the speed of light, and then you turn the headlights on. What happens? And this is kind of very similar, right? Because if you're traveling at a fast speed running, and then you bust, does the bust...
I'm gonna stop you right there. Not the same thing.
It is the same thing.
I'm gonna
Headlights are the cum of the guy.
Headlights of your penis.
What if you're coming at the rate that you rope at? You're running at the rate that your rope comes out.
Yeah.
But what if you're running at...
Does the cum go
so-
back in
Wait,
you?
Yeah,
rate
no,
that
no.
you rope, that's R square.
No, it's the rate that you rope at, but you're running...
If
your
you-
rope is slower
The
than
answer
you're
is,
running.
by the way, the answer is obviously no, because
you're-
otherwise spitting would count.
No, because it's like...
no, because
If
it's
it's
attached.
attached,
It's
it's
gotta
like-
attach.
It's so
It's gotta have
insane.
a
It's
string.
insane that you guys would even attempt
There's a difference
to...
between a rope and some spit.
That's why they call it a rope.
Yeah, but...
And I'm only in Guinness for one of them.
right.
You might have to phrase frame it. You might have to time it right.
Yeah, and you have to see if there's a gap in the cum rope. If there's a gap there,
The gap it doesn't count.
Here's what I... maybe more realistic. Because I feel like this one's maybe a little crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy, but you can go ahead and speak still.
You know how they do the head forward thing?
Your boner forward, maybe?
You're talking about
Are you just horny?
I thought that's what you were going to say.
No, they put their heads forward at the end of the race.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
The last thing they do.
to get over
Yes.
the line.
What if you made like a unicorn?
What if you
out of
got
your hair.
a bone put
Out of
in
your
your
hair?
head?
Yeah, you just put all your hair forward, like 2 feet long.
You had a Misfits devil lock.
What is that?
It's what the Misfits, it's a hairstyle they invented.
The Misfits?
The band?
The podcaster?
Guys, yeah. The now defunct podcast, The Misfits.
No, it's the
Just a generational punk talent.
the boxing company. The boxing company.
I think that counts. I think that any hairstyle you can manage to win a race with, you should be able to utilize to win. Because it'd be harder to run with that thing on.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah, you probably lose a
is
speed
the
running
trade-off.
with it. You'd have to unveil it.
And then everyone's like, what?
In the last 100 meters, you whip it out and then it pops out.
I think it's cooler to have a bone in your head.
Can you control F, cum, jizz, ropes?
Big fucking loads of fucking cum.
Yeah, if this thing doesn't have any fucking spunk in it, then I don't want to read about it.
Big
It's so good
fucking
to be
big
back.
ass cum shots. Yeah, we had to hold it all in while there was a girl here, and now we're just free to roam.
Is that how you felt?
No, not at all.
It's
She's-
how you looked.
Okay, that's cruel.
It's like you were vibrating, trying to get something out.
Rose. I think she would have been down for a little more crass humor.
She listens all the time, so probably.
I think when she realized what Goatsy actually was, I think her whole mental shift.
That was a big deal because it's like, okay, there's a piece of the library missing.
There is these guys who are about to show me the inside of a person.
Yeah, but not like their heart and soul. Well, not their heart and soul.
It's probably in there somewhere.
Yeah, maybe you could probably see the Goatsy guy's hopes and dreams in that picture. I guess I would hope
you
so.
can see the scar that made him that way.
I kind of hope that was his trait. I'd hope that was
what
his trait.
What are you pissy about?
Yeah, you are pissy today.
Well, actually, when you started talking about Goatsy, it was just in my mind. And I just couldn't. I was trying to get it out of my mind.
Dude, Josh rocked up this morning out of his room, and he has this bottle of Smirnoff vodka just for drinking, I guess. And it's just like a small bottle, but it's because I don't drink, so it's only for him. Like, whenever maybe he plays Kalindi to take the edge off, and I don't know. But he walked out with it as a joke, and it's like 10, and I'm like, oh, honey, and he's like, there's 2 digits on the morning number. Don't look at
it. He looked up fucking Garfield jokes.
No, that was raw. Sometimes I'll repeat back a joke he says to him sometimes and be like, dude, I said that? I'm like, yeah, you're funny, kiddo. But you're all pissy because you got butthole in your brain.
I did come to the realization yesterday that I've never seen the original photo.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, Zipper
now
said,
you're
all
on
right,
board.
So
Now
Zipper,
you're on board.
we talked to
Zipper.
Zipper after the episode, and he's like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be the person that showed her.
That was
why
good.
did you
Why
defect?
is Zipper getting soft?
Why is Zipper defecting?
I don't know, but we talked about it, and he was
That was
like,
good.
I was like, it's like holding, it was a moral dilemma. It's like pressing the nuclear launch button. It's
Yeah.
like, if I do this, the
You
world's
change the
over.
trajectory of this
Mr.
person's life
President
forever.
asks for it.
You know who I call finding a nuclear launch missile pressed is the guy who's a zipper. Because he doesn't care.
It's true.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't have attachment to humanity.
Well, but all zippers would evaporate too.
They would melt, but
then nuclear
zippers can be
fallout.
made later on.
They can be
No,
made
but he's
again.
made of the same thing the 9/11 towers are built of.
Those famously did not hold up.
They didn't melt.
But they were made into the
Which
new
is
tower.
weird.
But they did melt.
They
That's
melted
the whole
them down
thing.
and then they
literally
made the
did
new
melt.
tower
You
out
fucked
of
it
it.
all
They
up.
did melt. Jet fuel does, in
Melt,
fact, melt.
yeah.
steel
It
beams.
actually does.
Elon Musk is laughing his ass off right now listening to this.
Because
Elon's
he
listening?
likes
He likes let epic steel beans.
The
like
woke is
steel
back.
beans.
The woke is back.
The woke is back.
I
And
thought
it's
it
taking
ended
over
with
the
Sydney
award show.
Sweeney.
What does that mean?
The
woke is back.
Elon tweeted out last night, and he said, "Uh-oh, the woke awards are here about the Oscars."
Sometimes he just cooks, dude.
Honestly, he tweets in the same way Connor Reed's pants does.
Yeah. Except it's unironic. Oh man.
Dude, it's kind of sick. Okay, imagine you meet Elon at a coffee shop, you overhear his conversation, and he's like, "Hey, watch this," and he just sends it. Like he knows it's gonna do this.
Yeah.
Do you think that's tight? Because in my head, that's pretty tight.
It's cool to be able to have that much influence at the literal seconds of your fingertips. But also he is so cringe. It's like it's kind of fun. Ultimately, it's kind of funny.
He had to know what he was doing when he tweeted that picture of caffeine-free Diet Coke.
Dude, I think that was his autism. I'm not kidding. I think that was him being like, yeah, this is beast. I have a revolution gun and 5 caffeine-free Diet Cokes on my nightstand. Like, I don't think he
has to know what
no,
he's doing.
I don't think he knew. I think that was just social context.
You think
missing
that
from his brain.
the same autism that built SpaceX constructed that tweet?
Yes.
No, I respect that.
You have to spec.
I think you do have to spec. That's for sure. Min-max.
Yeah, you can't like.
That is
Also,
so
like,
funny.
I don't know.
He also has the same
It's
problem you
fascinating.
have, though.
What is it?
Can't stay off
Not blocking
Twitter.com.
Lowe's.
Oh, come on.
You have this problem.
I do block
It's
Lowe's.
kidding. I was
I do
kidding.
block Lowe's,
I
but
said the only thing I can think about Tekken.
But I couldn't hit. You know what was fucked up is I played in the Tekken tournament and I blocked the low from the Alyssa, which is a robot woman who her head comes off, and then I hit the bear uppercut, but her animation stays low, and so it just whiffed over her head, and then he caved my dick. Oh, it felt so
with
bad.
the chainsaw hands.
That's right.
What do you want to talk about it?
We could talk about it.
Your
Look,
escapade. It's
I
a safe
think-
place.
I think the people at large have forgiven me that matter, which
Okay.
is pretty much Say Jam and Tasty Steve.
What did you need to be forgiven for?
Did you
you
not,
didn't see this?
No.
bro? I had such a miserable couple days. So Akira Toriyama died. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, the author of Dragon Ball Z. To be fair, I only know this because of the fiasco you were in.
That
But I don't know
helps
how this.
Slime's case quite a bit.
I don't know how this ties into the Tekken event.
It doesn't. We're talking about Twitter.
Oh, it's only this.
That's what he
Yeah,
meant.
it's only the Twitter
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah, so
what
you
is the
did see that.
fiasco in your head?
Dude,
The
that's
Twitter
what,
thing. The Twitter thing.
I
Oh.
thought,
He
yeah,
just
yeah.
thought
The fiasco is the Twitter. I thought you were tying this into the Tekken tournament.
no,
I
no,
thought
I'm
was
when
saying
you're,
it's a level deeper
scared
than
him earlier.
It's a level deeper than the meaning of your tweet. Because he didn't find out from the death. He found out from the fiasco that you caused.
That's what I'm saying.
Because of the tweet about.
I actually had no idea that he had died until I read our
That's crazy.
group chat, because our group chat was talking about you getting a lot of shit, and then we had just watched Dune 2. I was with my girlfriend, and I haven't seen Twitter in a couple days, and I can't get into Twitter on my phone, and I was like, please let me use your phone so I can see why Anthony is in trouble.
Morpheus is
And
fighting
I'm
Neo.
reading through Twitter after Dune is over. It's like 12. It is 12:15 because we went to a late showing. I'm reading through tweets in the garage, and I'm just like, I wish I didn't waste my time with this.
I fucking hate Aiden. Aiden texted me the other day and he's like, I need you to get me into the yard Twitter. And I said, oh, Aiden, I love Twitter. Twitter isn't on my phone. Loves Twitter. Loves reading tweets. Like McKeg needs me to send him the damn password again.
Pussy bitch.
Put it on your damn phone.
Just be a man.
It's a 2FA.
Just
Download
be a-
2FA tied to
Just
your
be
phone.
a man and download the app.
Download Doodle Jump 100 times and put it after all that so you don't use it. And then just
be a
open
fucking.
it when you need it.
It's been
have
If
peanut
you
butter
log
in your
in
house.
once,
and
don't say two-factor on my phone. If you log in one time, you always have it.
Always.
You always
True.
have it.
What do you?
Yes,
What
it
do
is.
you?
Yes, you just
It
have it
logged
on
me
your
out
account.
of my laptop. If you don't use the Twitter long enough, no, this is just not true. I won't stand for
I
this.
don't. I'm
I won't stand for
never
this.
on mobile. I am never on the yard
I
Twitter.
didn't log into mobile. I'm
You
logging
should
into
just have it on
desktop.
mobile because you own the company.
No.
Because you own the damn company.
Why
We're
would I
taking
do
some
that?
of your steak away.
I'm not. I don't have the video file on
We're
my
gonna
phone.
pull-
I needed to upload a video of the Minecraft server. I'm gonna do it on desktop where I have the video downloaded. I have to log in on desktop.
You're
on
losing
a,
10%. You're losing 10%.
That's so much
10% as fast as
percentage.
you can.
what do you mean percent?
10%.
God damn
Is
it.
it 10% of what he
Fucking damn it,
owns, or is he
Aiden.
losing 10%? Like, is it? If he owned 20, is he losing 2%, or is he losing 10%?
He's losing 10% from what
proportional.
he has.
They're diluting me.
Okay, that's not
They're
so bad.
diluting. I mean, what
Oh
was
yeah,
my-
it is. He's now at
That's more.
15%.
Oh, it is. Okay, what is the bad one?
Mr.
It's a bad
McKay,
one.
what was your share? What were your shares diluted down to?
So what happened was I tweeted out what I felt like was an innocuous tweet was, okay, be honest, who didn't know the name of the Dragon Ball guy before today?
This guy.
This is a safe space. And some people got really, really mad. But like,
Turns out, not a safe space.
turns out it wasn't a safe space. And I'm like, I'm getting like normal shit on it. Like people I know are replying, be like, you're dumb as shit. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Like I'll take this. And then a YouTuber whose name is Carthu, he replies, he said, he gaps you low, bro. And then he put the yard as Google search terms and then Akira Toriyama as Google search terms.
Was the amount of time searched, was that the day he died or was it a month?
I don't know.
He,
I didn't
he
even
gapped us
remember.
every single day of the past
Yeah,
30 years of history.
I was just
We
curious
got
what he
close.
chose.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
We
but-
didn't. We were never close.
It was just funny because the yard had 0 searches. And I was like, well, the show doesn't have 0. It's lower than the guy, but
is
it's
this
not
it?
0.
The yard searches are relative searches, so it is 0 relative
the
to
world,
Akira Toriyama's.
the
'cause
world,
out of 100 scale.
fortunately,
Oh, I see.
is more interested in Akira Toriyama than our show. I think that's fine.
That's fine.
And so he replied that. And then I looked at his Twitter, and I didn't really know who he was. Apparently, he's like a Dragon Ball YouTuber, which is like, okay, he has more of a reason to like feel this a lot harder than people, but I didn't really know that. But I saw one of his most recent tweets said, logging off for tonight for the internet, gonna take some time to process this.
Right.
And I replied with that and just said LOL, because he didn't log off. He had replied to my shit. So he was obviously still online, which is always funny to say I'm
It's
logging
funny.
off.
Yeah, it's a chump check.
I'm logging off.
And then you know what he said was, yeah, making fun of dead people is cool. How are your parents, by the way? And I said, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, you're about to run his shit.
And then I quote repeated and said, it happened again, because this happened with Chainsaw Man when I said Chainsaw Man wasn't good. This guy made fun of my dead dad. which is
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
yeah, dude, which is still a bit of a fresh
anime.
wound. I'll admit. And then so like it happened again, and I'm like salty tweeting like, you can't fuck with people. You can't fuck with anime people is what I said. And then people are like swarming, and then he says, "Fucking what did I say?" I was like, I understand why people are mad. I will never upset a mangaka again, but I can't say what it's gonna be when I see that guy though, because
Yeah.
I genuinely just wanted to beat the shit out of him because I was mad. And then he's saying, "You going to Tipped Off?"
Yeah, but you could see in his replies, the more real you got about going to Tipped Off, he turned it into jokes.
Yeah, and I said to him, I was like, I am not joking. You can make all the jokes you want. I'm not fucking around. I'm not replying anymore either. Like,
Yeah, but then you gotta go Tipped Off.
I do, which would suck.
But that's
And then he ended up
That's a good
apologizing.
tournament.
He ended up apologizing way down in the thread. Like, he was like embarrassed to apologize. Like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'll be the bigger man. Like, don't talk to me again. And then he apologized in DMs as well. Apparently he made a thumbnail for me for one of my videos, like way back, which is funny. He's like a Melee guy.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, so it was just a bunch of bullshit. But what else happened was 1,000 people on Twitter were so mad at me. Like, I got more death threats that day than ever.
I'm gonna be real with you.
What?
I'm gonna be real with you. It was, maybe you've already come to this conclusion, but I think it was I didn't know who he was. I've never liked Dragon Ball. I've never watched it, and I think that was a really dumb fucking thing to say on
What,
the day
who?
that he died.
Me? I think it was innocent enough to where it was like, I don't know.
You're
It's-
clearly
here's the thing.
inviting the responses that you got.
Yeah, but like, I don't think to that extent. Like, I don't think I should be.
But like, does a little bit of that response, is that still good?
No, not necessarily. But I just thought about it and fired it off because part of me didn't truly think everyone knew that guy's name, but apparently they did. And I'm like, okay.
I think-
I love when I'm wrong. I get it.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I see what you're saying.
Also, it's a celebrity death. And I think celebrity deaths have this sort of membrane over them where it's like, it's kind of okay to talk about them that way.
I think it's different than a celebrity death because it's not like Matthew Perry.
Well, now I know that.
Right. Because
But it also kind of is a
I
celebrity
think your
death.
tweet is crafted for the people who aren't huge Dragon Ball fans.
Sure. But the funny thing is, I watched that shit growing up like any goddamn American in my life, too. Like, I love Dragon Ball Z, you know?
Never seen an episode.
That's what?
Not
That's
one.
crazy.
Not one.
When Cell destroys TN, and it's like, why did you even try?
What about when Cell destroys Aiden at the local?
yo,
oh, good Falco player.
So it was a whole thing. I think, I just rather would not have tweeted that out. But that guy can go fuck himself. That is crazy that he said that.
I've seen all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and I had to make so many alt accounts to get you to delete it.
That's I thought about messaging you and be like, Dubbin, do you still like me?
Yeah, I still like you. man.
Everyone hated
I
me.
still like
And
you.
then, so Seijam quote retweeted just the initial one where it's like, I don't know Akira Toriyama's name. Or no, Jay Yuna, who's a fighting game
Oh
player.
yeah, yep.
He's so he quote retweeted that he's like rooting against this guy in Seijam's tournament. And then TK replied, he's like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, okay, this is fine. But then Tasty Steve replies, and he's like, bro, fuck this guy. And I'm like, no! And I'm just getting crit
That's
over and over.
tough.
And then Seijam talked about it on stream. He was like, he like Slime speedrunning, like presenting the fighting game award next year at Streamer Awards, implying that I'm like low tier god because I got banned, and then I'm like, dude, oh my god, stop it, stop it.
That was funny.
But then I was just on my best behavior, and I don't know.
He's back.
I'm
And now
back.
you've turned a new leaf.
I genuinely have, because you know what, old me wouldn't have deleted it because I was like, I just want this to stop. This is pissing people off. That's like, fuck it. I'm tired. It's not worth it. And I think new me is like, you know, decided that like this isn't worth it and this is stupid. Also, I'm nicer on stream now. I'm gonna be the best streamer.
I love that.
Yeah, bitch.
Don't throw in the bitch part, but yeah,
Why
I
do
love that for you.
My stream is insane
do we-
vibes, and I still get mad in the same way.
Wait, you get mad in the same way?
I get mad
And
at
you're
people.
nicer?
I give people the cookie of getting mad at idiots in chat, but I don't I don't go over the line.
What is the line?
The line is typically like spending way too much time being mad or telling them to kill themselves.
The line is like escalating. So it's just like the first person might say something dumb, but then the next person says, "How's it going?" And then they get the same vitriolic response.
Yeah.
How's it going? I'm playing a video game. You can see it.
Well, okay.
You can
What
see
happens?
me playing.
What happens when I
How do you think it's going? How
Yeah,
do you
why
think
you
it's
tell
I
me-
love that question.
Why don't you tell me how I'm going? And we'll see how that works.
Because when I play Tekken, the most common question is what controller do you use? And I'm like, if I just lost or something, I'm like, I don't know, man. Well, I don't know. What controller does it matter? I still lost. You know, it's also to give him shit, but I'll also say at the end, I play on Fight Stick. Everything's okay.
You know what you should do? You should keep a document that's it can be brought up from a command, and it's just frequently asked questions. And if you ever ask a frequently asked question, you get banned.
It won't work. It just doesn't work. People
Of course
don't
it won't
care.
work, but it'll be hilarious to see how people get banned.
But I think that getting them, I don't take pleasure in the ban as much as people think
Wow.
that. I just do it because I'm mad and I want them away.
That's true. We're lying on this podcast.
I only take pleasure in the ban like 10% of the time when they're really mean. When they're really fucking mean, it's like
I
finally.
think we keep asking them, we can get that up to 15.
Yeah, we can up it. We can up it. I by the way, I've been doing this new thing on Twitter where I ban people
You
or
block
block people. I don't block people for what they say to me. I block people when they're mean to you. And my blocks have gone up, unfortunately.
I've done that all my life.
Exponentially. It's the only time I block, though. That's
so
why we're different.
That's so sweet.
I do the same thing.
That's kind of cute.
Oh
do the
my
same thing.
god,
I do the same thing.
boys! You don't use Twitter because you're afraid to have it on your phone, like it's the fucking Green Goblin
I
mask.
also
so don't
never
talk.
block people.
I
I just quietly mute them.
I
They
only
never
do it
know.
if they follow me.
Oh, they fall because to punish them. Wow, Dubbin.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm the same. It's my rule too. I'll go check their account. I'm like, they follow me? Fuck you.
Oh, you guys are sweet bears.
And my rules, I'm having a huge dick.
I don't have that rule.
I don't have that rule either. That's a fun rule.
Yeah, it's hard to break.
Yeah, so it was fucking pretty miserable. And then I was like, I don't want this to happen again, so I'm just gonna not do that again.
Not tweet about the dead artist the day of.
I don't think it was that bad.
I don't think in a vacuum.
It
was
wasn't
that
as bad as
Any
to
other
get
day,
that
it was
guy's
fine.
response.
Yeah.
Actually,
Here's my
you
explanation.
picked the worst,
The worst day.
Of his-
The worst
of
day to
human-
say it.
of
I genuinely didn't think people knew his name, and they
No.
were like, "Oh, the Dragon Ball Z guy died." It's like that's fucking sad. I love Dragon Ball Z, but I was like, "You don't know his name,"
I think
and that was wrong of me to think.
the reason why I think it's wrong, I think it's different than maybe why they think it's wrong. But I think my feeling is that it's kind of like when Two Mad died, which is not like compare them as people.
Two
but
artists that you think are equal.
Two generational talents.
true craftsmen. When someone dies and then someone else's first thought is, "What can I tweet about this?" I find something inherently bad about that.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah,
I go,
that makes sense.
that's weird. And so I think that whenever it happens, I think it's like it gets a little more normal when it's like something to like, I guess, honor that person. But when it's like Two Mad died and then people were like, hope he shot himself in the head. It's like, okay, that's crazy that you want likes right now.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah.
a weird thing to me.
I also did.
But I think the joke about the celebrity you barely know on their death, it's like a little bad taste. But I think I agree with you that it functions a little bit differently when they exist in popular culture.
Yeah, I think that at the very, very, very worst, it was just tasteless. And it wasn't malicious. And at the very, very best, I was asking an honest question, and I think it lands somewhere in the middle. And
Because
whatever.
I think the guy could have replied to you, made the point he was making, which sucked. But say it like, it wouldn't feel good if someone said something about people in your life you care about, rather than like literally saying the thing. He wasn't saying that someone could do this to you. How would you feel? He's saying he did the thing.
Yeah, I think he
That's
was trying to
different.
make it a jokey bear too, and I was like, well, I'll joke back. And it was like, he thought I was making fun of him.
I don't think he
being-
was joking. When I read that, this is a guy who's so upset because
Maybe.
he cares that much about Dragon Ball.
I don't know. Either way, Ludwig's checking his phone now, so we got to shut up about it.
That's not what that means.
Dubbin.
Hi.
You
Dude.
check your phone?
Hold on.
I'll shoot
What
myself in the
happened
head
to
next
you?
time.
Because you were.
That's what I was
you
about to
were-
bring
You
up.
were yapping.
Yeah, so after Burio Kart, naturally, I left my car there because I was not going to drive
Doesn't
home
make
after
sense.
that
Why would you
event
do that? You don't want your car at the fucking
at the
off-brand
studio.
parking lot.
Yeah,
Why
who
would you
knows
just
what would
drive it
happen to it?
home?
Take it home safely. I could have done that.
We could have drank and
I
drove
just
home.
practiced for hours.
Yeah, and you were fourth.
You're just like, there's no bananas on
I
that.
got four.
That's high enough to drive home.
Time for the skip.
I get, normal Uber in the car. The guy asked me how my day is going. I'm like, I'm really hungover. I don't really want to talk. We just played basketball for like 3 hours. And I was like, fine. How's your day going?
No.
And
you don't have to ask.
He takes a big breath. I'm fine. Dude, hard day. Doing okay.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh, hope it's all right. And then he's like, my wife just asked me for a divorce.
Oh my God.
And keep in mind, the moment I got in the car before he said to me anything to me, I see him call. He's his phone text zoomed in all the way, and he is giving his Corey, my beautiful wife, a call.
Oh my God.
And then the person doesn't pick up, and he leaves a message in Spanish.
Okay.
And wife a call to me. I see.
Oh my God.
And keep in mind, the moment I got in the car before he said to me anything to me, I see him call. He's his phone text zoomed in all the way, and he is giving his Corey, my beautiful wife, a call.
Oh my God.
And then the person doesn't pick up, and he leaves a message in Spanish.
Okay.
And I understand enough Spanish to understand that he is saying that he is going to be late, and that he is now going to be like there at this new time, like I think like 6:30 rather than like the other time. And I was like, oh shit. Like my first is like, oh, he didn't expect like the Uber to be this long or something like that. And then then after seeing like my beautiful wife on his phone, he tells me he's getting a divorce right now. Like in the vein of how he said it, this has either happened yesterday or earlier today. And I'm like, oh man, that's so awful. I'm so sorry.
How does it make you feel?
And
How long is your Uber?
I'm functioning. It's like a 30-minute Uber,
Okay.
and we're right at the beginning. And my social battery and cognizance is at an all-time low because of the past 2 days before this. And I make the terrible mistake of saying, "How long have you guys been together?"
Dude.
That's not what
That
you
is the
asked.
craziest question to ask
That's not what
someone.
you ask.
That's the second worst question to ask. The first one is, what did you do?
I did not say that. And then
Like I got hit by a car. It's like, how fast were they going? They break all your bones.
How big was the car?
we've been married for 17 years.
Oh my
And I
God.
was just like, she just told me I work too much and I don't make enough time for her, and it just came out of
I
nowhere.
mean, it is crazy the day.
And then he starts to cry.
No.
I'm just sitting in the back.
dude.
This is, you know
You
what?
deserve this.
Yeah, good that you're locked in the emotional cage with this guy after all the conversations you've ever had with Uber drivers, pretending that you care. You don't remember shit about those Uber drivers.
Put the driver in the cage, and now it's time for you to be in the cage.
You're trapped in here with me.
God, finally.
And I was like, oh my God, this is so awful. And he's trying to explain like how all the things he does for work and the way his time is split up. And like, he's concerned about like his wife must have met somebody else because this just feels like it's just out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so sad. Like, and
his headphones out.
and then I ask him like,
What'd you ask him this time, Aiden? What was it?
because we're talking about it, and I'm asking some like more, I would say more appropriate questions now.
Must be tiny as hell.
First one
She's
was a big
leaving you.
faux pas.
You guys still fuck? Or it's like, dude, not anymore. Because you're all old.
Well, if your meat's up, she'd probably.
Dude, fuck, I lost.
You're asking more appropriate questions.
I'm asking him more like appropriate questions now, and I'm finding out that his wife, and his 2 kids, who are older, they're like 17 and like 20, are driving down to like meet him after work and have some sort of big conversation tonight. And that's where he's going after he drops me off.
Jesus.
So that's what he's like thinking about in his
is
head.
there anywhere else you need to go?
It's like, yeah, dude, we got because I knew I just told him I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure I understand enough Spanish to know what you said on the phone earlier. If you need to just drop me off, and I'll just figure it out.
Yeah, that's
You
cool.
can just go be on time to this. I was like, some things are more important than finishing my Uber drive.
Yeah.
But he's like, no. He was super nice. He's like, no, honestly, we go out this way, and it's gonna be like closer to where I need to be anyway. They're driving along, and the conversation gets more normal and less emotional for a bit. And I asked him the question. I was like, so do you have any close friends that you've like talked to about this, or you can talk to about this right now? And he's like, no, man, I haven't told. No. And I was like, oh, and then I was like,
what do you want out of that question?
Long pause, and
He
I
just doesn't want to be the only one.
because he was clearly struggling to talk about it, but also clearly extremely emotional.
Okay.
And he's an older man, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like in the vein of male culture, it's hard to talk about these things
Yeah,
and be
you gotta
vulnerable.
couch it in
He clearly
sports.
felt a deep shame of crying in front of me. And I was like, you don't need to feel that way.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
the
a
worst day of your
normal
life.
thing to
It's
be
okay.
This is
upset
a safe
about.
space, the Uber you're driving over.
And then I was like, God, I need to pivot the conversation. So you go for the classic. You ask them about their kids and like what the cool
Right,
things that
you
they
talk
do.
about their family.
No, the kids. Be proud of your kids. I think that's a normal. Let's move the conversation away from like why because his kids
just
already
ask
moved
about
out.
the
and shit.
Raiders, bro. Just
Yeah.
ask
Bro,
about
the
the Raiders.
Raiders?
Yeah, you gotta be like, so the Smiths or the Beatles one's gotta go.
I think people are generally always excited to tell you about the cool things that their kids do.
Okay.
And he was.
What if
great.
what if he's about to never see them again?
That would
You don't
be
know
insane.
that.
That would
That's
be
why
insane.
it's a bad question. Because if you ask about the Raiders, he's not going to be like, Shh, my wife's on the Raiders.
I was like, let's try and pivot this to something less heavy.
Sure.
And I was like, what do you do for your, like what sort of interests or like hobbies? What do you do in like your free time and stuff? And he's like, I don't really do anything, man. I just work.
Oh,
And I was
man.
like, oh, and then and he just, and I was just like, well, what did you watch? TV, movies?
You're such a
and he's
fake.
like, no,
You're such
don't
a
really,
fake Uber
don't
talker.
really watch any TV. Like I was like, dude, this is the conversation I had with that kid on Valorant
Aiden
that
chimes
one
in,
time.
he goes, I get
The,
why
like,
your wife's leaving. Yeah, I get it.
the young father on Valorant.
He's like,
where
it's
I was
hard,
like,
man.
I was like, dude, I was like, I feel so bad. I want things to be better for you. But I think also through my line of questioning, I built out this picture of like, because he was like, he did tell me, he was like, this feels so out of the blue. I don't know why this is happening. And I'm like, well, in like the 5 questions I've asked you in this car, it's
I
like
think I could make a guess.
I think you might need to spend more time with your wife.
I'd like to solve.
And I was, it was just so sad, and the conversation was just had all these such odd beats to it. And then I got out of the car when he dropped me off, and I was like, I genuinely wish you the best of luck. I hope this conversation goes as best as it can, because because he seemed really nice. He didn't seem like angry. He just seemed really bummed.
Yeah, of course.
And like
yeah.
naturally. And I think in that vein of like not feeling like angry or antagonistic, at least when talking to me about it in the car, maybe that means him and his wife and his kids had a really like understanding conversation about it. So that's my best hope. That's the ultimate version of the Uber conversation.
Yeah.
It'll never be like
How'd
that
you like
again.
that final boss, dude?
I
You
was-
fucking
Well, now
idiot.
he's gonna ask everyone questions because he's like, can't be worse than that.
I guess you survived it.
You
Yeah.
should call him up.
Did you
I can
tip
find
him,
his contact
Did you
through
tip
the
him
Uber.
$100?
Dude, calling through the Uber app. Hey man, just want to see how it went.
Bro, that'd be honestly very sweet. I think that's cool. I'm not kidding.
He'd appreciate it, I'm sure.
Maybe.
Or no, it's not asking him to engage, but saying,
Not if it
yo,
didn't
yo,
go
again,
well.
bro.
Yeah, if it didn't
hope,
go well.
Hope everything's going okay. That's the greatest thing to
Yeah.
say.
And then if
Yeah.
he says it's not, then he'd appreciate it. And if it is, then he's just happy anyway.
Exactly.
I think the greatest thing you could probably do is just tip.
Yeah, give
You
him
just
all
tip
the
in the
money
app.
on you.
That's
I
what
think
he's already cursed by.
getting in the car,
work
getting.
together.
I think it was the stark contrast of getting in the car, seeing him immediately call someone in his phone that is literally written out as my beautiful wife. And before he had said anything, I texted my girlfriend that this guy is like, this is kind of cute. You know, this is kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And then immediately I'm getting a divorce. I'm like,
What is it? Mi esposa bonita? Is that my beautiful wife?
he had it written in English.
Yeah.
Which was
I'm trying to remember Spanish.
That is Spanish.
Me and Alex were playing Call of Duty last night, and we were playing ranked play. And they're brand new to ranked play, so it was just the lowest in bronze you can be. And
In Warzone?
In no regular COD, like Search and Destroy ranked. And we the first couple games, the matchmaking was horrible. We are 4 bronze players, and we were playing 2 diamonds two platinums and 2 golds.
Is it like the same as Valorant?
Yeah, same as Valorant.
Okay.
So it just skipped silver. So imagine you're 4 bronze playing 2 plats and 2 golds.
Okay.
Is matchmaking that bad, or is it because of your fault?
It could be me pulling it up, but I've only played like 6 matches of ranked play ever. So I think I've only been silver. Like, I don't think I've ever been higher than silver. And so we were playing for a while. Then after a few games, we get into everyone in the lobby is bronze finally. And someone on our team is, I literally thought, I'm like, Call of Duty must have bots now. Like, I was like, this guy is not a human being. Like, he's the way he's walking around. But he Alex goes, his name was Conservative87. And Alex goes, Conservative, you a robot? And the guy puts his mic on. He's like, no. But he's like, dude, he's walking around like, like, he's like, it's crazy. It's like he's not on controller or mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. He's playing on DDR pad.
And Alex is like, you're not a robot? All right, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, man. And he's like, I bet you're smoking pressure though, Alex. And the guy goes, no, I'm on parole. And so this turns into a little interview.
Yep.
And he's like, you're on parole? What'd you do? And he's like, and he tells us this story about how this guy tried to rob him, and he like pulled out a knife and he fucking got the guy, but he had fucking weed on him. So they tried to pin it as a drug deal gone wrong. Oh. And he went to jail.
How, you still conservative now?
Yeah, bro, it's
Still
crazy.
conservative now? That's the police state, bitch.
And that's kind of the extent of the story, but it was just like, I said right after, I was like, this guy can only be on Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You are not going to find this guy in any other video game.
Yeah, he's not.
That guy, Aiden's Uber driver.
It's like, my wife is so mad.
that guy. There's just no chance that guy goes home and plays Killjoy on Ascent. You know,
Yeah, there's no way he fires up TFT even. Like, Call of Duty is this funny, it's this like entire language of gaming for people that just won't touch other games. It's like, he probably bought Call of Duty, maybe Mortal Kombat.
No, it's the trifecta. It's Call of Duty,
Madden.
It's NBA 2K, and it's like maybe Madden, but Warzone definitely.
You gotta have Warzone.
Yeah.
What are we doing otherwise?
I was a Call of Duty one trick. It's like old people who only play Candy Crush.
Yeah, that's our new boomers.
Mm-hmm.
They're Call of Duty boomers.
They're going to be on Call of Duty 17.
Although Call
It's
of Duty's
crazy because they've played it for so long and they're so bad.
When old people find Candy Crush, did they click an ad?
Yeah, they had Bonzi Buddy bring it up for them.
I'm just trying to imagine, like, if the layers of friction are too much for like the older people to like play a console game, but they love a good fucking Facebook game or a mobile game, did they just click a banner ad?
probably, yeah.
Lots of
It
people
just says
do.
play Candy Time now.
And they're like, what is Candy Time? It sounds delicious.
Yeah, I like that. I
So
love
hungry, I like
my
candy.
grandkids love candy too. I'm gonna click this
I
one.
mean, also, it's big enough now that just word of mouth, right?
sure.
We should make
They played at the bingo parlor and it goes up.
we should make a mobile game for old people.
We've been talking about this.
Just for old people. Like we should make a mobile game that traps old people on Facebook.
Like those games that you make for cats.
That's already
Yes.
called the Amazon Ring app. You guys, you get the neighborhood app,
Oh, you're talking about
the neighborhood alerts. Or you don't have this shit.
Oh, is this like the
Is
is
that-
this
owned by
like the
Amazon?
neighborhood
Yeah.
forum thing?
You not know that? That's why Amazon works with cops. Whoa. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the police state
thing.
again.
That's a separate thing. I mean, I guess that technology's why, but it's not.
Amazon directly interfaces with police departments.
Yeah.
Wait, this makes sense.
This is the real deal.
You're the
No, I know
oldest.
it's a real
You're the
deal,
oldest
but-
amongst us. That's why you know.
Among Us, Marrow.
But yeah, they're always. I think every four times a day were those gunshots. It's like, no, dude, they weren't gunshots.
Oh, they're never gunshots.
They're never gunshots.
Everyone in California thinks they're hearing gunshots all the time.
It's like they're not. And you know what? If they were, fucking live with it. You aren't the op. You're not getting the
Some people use
the stick, dude.
the fucking Ring app like it's Twitter.
Dude, it's crazy.
It is crazy. It's just like, anyone else hear that? Like earthquake tweet type stuff.
Yeah. I sometimes I'll reply because it's all anonymous, and I'll reply. And be like,
You reply?
oh, sometimes, yeah.
Oh.
I'll reply like to gunshot tweets. I'll be like, one time I said, "GG's, that was me." one time I was like, I heard them too. I'm getting really scared.
Does anyone want to come to this address and hold me? Dude, I never thought about replying. I'm going to do that all the
Yeah,
time.
because it's totally anonymous.
I'm going to go make posts.
Yeah, you can post. You can do whatever you want.
Can you
Dude,
post images?
Do you guys see
Yeah.
the guy?
There was a guy jerking off in front of Ring doorbells.
I'm going to go on the app tonight. You guys see the guy running around in his diaper with a sign that says, "If you catch me, you get $1 million." Guys, do you think we should go catch him? I have a big net if you guys need a big net.
There was also, this is an app. Well, I think that what predates this is Facebook groups for your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then Rings became so ubiquitous, you just use those in the app and shit. But yeah, watching old people just use social media to be racist is...
Dude, they are racist in there.
It's an always
They're
food.
racist in
Why
the
are
Ring
you
groups.
both on the
It's
app?
like,
Because we have Ring
we have Ring
doorbells.
cameras.
Oh, you need the social aspect.
You don't.
No,
you
but
can
it's
turn
just,
it off.
But it's like, it's just to disable it. It's like a whole thing. Like, not that much of a thing, but it's like disabling shit on Twitter. It's just like, whatever. I'll just deal with it.
I'll
And it's
get the
kind of entertaining,
notification, yeah.
but it's racist in there. It'll be like, there's so many posts that are just like suspicious man on my property. And then they show the Ring footage and it's just like a guy walking by who isn't white on the sidewalk.
You're like,
Suspicious man.
I wonder why he's suspicious.
It's like, that's weird that he's suspicious because he's on the public part of the road.
He's walking by your fucking
Just
house.
walking by. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a crazy post on that app.
Yeah,
That's gonna be so fun.
Just go nuts.
Yeah.
Don't get. I'm sure they'll ban you on there too if you get.
No,
Get
too
quick-
crazy?
quickly. I'm sure.
If I'm telling old Eunice to kill herself,
You know what? Drop the same tweet on there. See how it goes.
it's like we found out where you live. We're coming for you.
Do you post like a puzzle? Like, here are the coordinates.
Here are the coordinates.
Do one of
puzzle
those
starts now.
PEMDAS puzzles.
If you
What's a
Only
PEMDAS
real
puzzle?
ones know how to.
equations.
Yeah, but like it'll be like a slightly trickier one. It'll be like only real ones know how to solve this.
You know,
Only
PEMDAS
90s.
is an equation formula.
PEMDAS is like an order of operations.
Order of operations.
Yeah.
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 You never seen a PEMDAS puzzle?
No.
It's like literally
They try to cheese you.
yeah.
It's just cheese.
It's
Oh,
someone cheesing a PEMDAS.
it's just one of the ones that's just like, what is the answer to this problem?
yeah. You throw that on
Well,
there.
parentheses
Wait, so-
first.
Hold on.
Wait,
It would
I
be
know,
three.
this is
We're not
three,
actually doing
isn't
it.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, this
It's
isn't
one,
a
We're
isn't
not
it?
doing it.
Isn't it one?
3,
No.
It's not
3.
one.
It's 9.
now
It's
we
gotta
got
be
you wanna do
9.
it?
Yeah.
No, because isn't this is
I'm
one of the
just talking
cheese
Aiden
ones.
said one. Why do you keep saying one?
You
How-
went from we're not doing this to actually you're wrong.
Oh, the cheese is
The cheese is that you have to
it's
multiply.
1.
It is one, isn't it? Because it's cheese.
No.
They're trying to cheese you. I get what you're
Multiplication-
saying.
Try.
Multiplication and
Okay.
division are done at the same
No,
time. Left to
no,
right.
but not when it's written.
Oh,
Not when
left
the
to right.
multiplication is written on the bracket.
No. Yes, it is. It's the same thing.
It's the
no,
same
that's
thing.
the cheese, isn't it?
No. There's not like a fucking second
P.
multiplication.
What does P stand for?
Penis.
Parentheses.
I know. He just thinks multiplication happens
I
before
don't always
division.
get that wrong.
Because
All right,
if I was
it
doing
happens.
this, if I looked at this blind with no cheese, right,
Okay.
and we hadn't described this at all in advance,
Right.
I would say, wait, that was 3, and then you would do 6 divided by 2, which is 3. so
The
it'd
2
be
is
9.
next to the
It'd be
parentheses.
9.
2
I would
multiplied
say
by the
9.
value in the parentheses.
Yeah, but you don't do that until you
But
do
isn't there
division.
some niche PEMDAS
These
rule
puzzles
about
are obviously good because we don't know fucking anything.
No.
No?
We got
No.
Facebook boomer just now.
Yeah.
All right.
You do addition, subtraction, same time. The
This
multiplication,
is what I'm
division,
saying.
same
This
time.
is why it's stupid.
Left to right.
This is why it's stupid.
Yeah. The P and the E are alone. Then it's MD. Yes.
P
Oh.
M D A S. Anyway, Cutie's been addicted to League lately.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think she'll rank up?
No.
League of
just
Freaking
she ranked
Legends.
down.
Does she not
Drink
want
down?
to get good?
I think she just likes when she enjoys playing a game, but she's been enjoying it. And then she went to bed at 5:30 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, whoa. And then I was like, that was crazy. I went to bed. That was 2 nights ago. And then last night I go to bed. and I look up and like a cartoon character, she had gone from the bed to the computer and booted up a game. And I was like, is that a game? It was
What time?
It was 2 a.m.
Wow.
And she was like, yeah, but it's just a quick one. And then she lost and she's like, need to do another. I'm like, bro.
Can't end on a loss.
And she went to bed at like 4 a.m.
Dude,
I
that's
didn't know
crazy.
she degened like that.
She
That's
degens
fucking-
like crazy.
That's fucking cool, dude.
What do you
I think it's cool.
What do you think she's trying to find?
I think she's just happy that she's having fun playing the game. I don't think she's trying to find shit.
Oh, okay.
She's fucking in the dumps.
Girls don't.
Go ahead.
Careful.
I like this. I like
Careful
this.
now.
Tell me about
Finish
all
it,
of them at
finish
the
it.
same time.
No, but what about women?
During Women's Month?
What's up with women?
A beam falls down. Girls don't realize how beautiful they are.
Right.
Wow.
They don't. That's what I was gonna say.
You should tell.
Oh.
You were gonna say that.
You should tell Cutie.
feel like you pivoted.
Sorry, you're gonna say that in response to me talking about my girlfriend?
Your beautiful girlfriend. What else would I say?
I don't
about
know.
her,
I was
you know?
wondering what you were gonna say.
There's
Girls
nothing-
girls don't game like guys.
Why would I say that?
I didn't think you were
On
gonna
this
say
month of
that.
all months?
Ludwig. Poor taste, man.
Yeah, it's actually
Alright.
disgusting that you even said that as a joke.
How
Okay.
can you even make that mental leap? I guess
Like
That's
that's
what he
the
said.
kind
I
of
like-
thoughts
I
that
like-
you have normally.
I like to be in the mind of a misogynist to know what to not do.
The ill
Wow.
mind of misogyny.
Are we doing a woman every week this month?
Well,
Let's not say it like that.
I feel
that's
like-
what we are saying.
it's
I don't feel
it's
like
fun
I
'cause
wanna
we just
fulfill the quota.
accidentally booked 2 women in Women's History Month.
we did accidentally book
and then
2
the
women.
optics
So
were formed.
to clarify, we didn't want Michelle this month. We
No,
wanted
no,
her
we-
last month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't
Michelle
want
was
her this
supposed
month.
to be last month.
We were like, ew, March, yuck.
You
Gross.
also-
No, Michelle was not supposed to be last month.
No, Michelle was supposed to be last week.
Michelle was supposed to be this month, but then Ludwig was going to go to fucking Dubai. So we had to push Michelle. But then we were already in the thing of like, oh, we're doing a guest episode. Let's just get another guest. So we just got
And you called up Bench.
another guest, and it happened to be a woman.
You called up Bench for Lily.
And Lily was benched twice.
No, she was benched once. She came off the bench once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
that's
were
what-
going to
that's
get her
normal.
off the bench for Tarek, and then we actually found out Tarek was injury free, and
Yeah.
then we were like, go back to the bench.
Yeah. You know what? Don't wear the jersey tomorrow.
So
You
you're
can wear
saying
the jacket.
you're saying we need to wrangle up 2 more women.
We don't need to
We don't need to
wrangle them
wrangle
up.
No, yeah, we need to get a big lasso and go
There
hunting.
doesn't need to be any wrangling.
We need to wrangle and bring them here.
I don't think we should do this.
I don't think that. I also think this is a bad
Oh,
idea.
you think it's better that we have men instead of women?
For the rest of the month, probably.
We have no guests. We just do.
This is the
we
men.
do vanilla.
I think
yard
we do 2 women.
I also think we could do 2 women.
at the
Because I
same
think, because I
time,
think if we
man.
don't, people are going to think we don't know 4 women.
I think that's better than thinking than tokenizing
No,
4 women.
I'm in my Mike Pence arc. I don't want to be in the same room
Here,
as women for more
do you know
than
how
the amount of time I've already spent this month.
There is a huge solution to this.
What is it,
We
Devin?
do 5 women.
We do one more, a bonus,
And
Jonas.
then on the 5th one, we say because it's Women's History Month every month.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then they
Liberals,
How about this? What if the people down in the comments were like, "These are the women you should have on," and then we'll pick out of them like a pageant.
Yeah, and that will definitely not hurt us when people think we don't know 4 women. They will be like, "Oh yeah, they
pageant
outsourced it."
based on their beauty.
Sounds good. And let's make sure there's a cap on age.
Mrs. Yard of America.
Mrs. Child Yard.
No, wait, hold on. Dude,
I'm
who said women?
I'm going
say
back to
women.
the kid pageant.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, what kid pageant? We didn't talk about
we
that.
gave
What the fuck?
We gave it a try. Still think we need to go back to old ideas.
I don't know, man. I'm ambivalent.
All right. 3, 2, 1, name a woman. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Margaret
1.
Thatcher.
Sydney Sweeney. Oh, like within
Name a
those
woman.
5 seconds
Margot
or
Robbie.
on the 5 seconds?
Okay, well, we can't get any of those as guests.
We can
now,
get Sydney Sweeney easily. She did that fucking Ford podcast.
We can't get her.
yeah, she's really into cars.
Can you fucking try?
You do it, bitch.
I don't have the clout.
Then
And I said some shit about
then
Akira.
why did you say we could do it?
Because
Did you mean I could do it? I could do it?
Yeah,
Are you
rephr-
clouded
let
enough
me
to get
rephrase.
Cindy?
Ludwig could get Sydney Sweeney on the podcast.
I could not get Sydney Sweeney.
No,
You
you
couldn't swing
fucking
that?
couldn't.
What have all the years
Ludwig.
been for if
She
you can't
did
swing
a
that?
fucking 10-view podcast. What the fuck's going on?
With a guy who probably pays her a fuck ton of money.
Let's get our bread up.
He also loves cars.
I do too.
Their fucking thing.
Do you guys think we have enough money if we took all the money we have access to right now, maybe excluding all the yards
could not.
company money, can we pay one Sydney Sweeney day rate?
And the thing is not about
yes.
paying her day rate. It's that we couldn't get in contact with her to pay the day rate.
Yeah, we could.
That's fucking not true, and you're a dumb
I get in
asshole.
contact with her. I just put out a picture like this. And then a message would come through eventually.
No, it's a picture Todd took of you.
Dude. You know how many people have sent that to me? Like, I keep getting it, and I'm like, I know. I look terrible.
Now you know it's like to be Shake Drizzle.
Aw.
You know what? Me and Shake together. I'm gonna go get a goddamn burger.
We should talk to him after this. We should, you know what? So Ludwig is going to be late to his workout with Shake because of Aiden. I think we're going to see Shake today. After we do the pod, we should go down. We should say one nice thing about Shake.
Okay.
He needs that.
And I'll do it genuine. You guys can make a joke
No,
out
I think
of
if we
it.
all do it back to back, he's gonna hate it. We have to sprinkle it throughout the day.
No, I'm going to do we do it back to back.
He needs it.
Like we're clocking in.
He's just gonna say, "What is this? What is this?
What are you doing?
What are you
man?
doing? I don't
No,
want this."
But you know what's funny is you can kind of break him down. And you're like, no, Shake, I really do think you're fucking beast mode, bro. And he'll like kind of look down and be like, oh, man.
Dude, my favorite
Come
thing
on.
with Shake is like he loves beefing with me. So like we'll just be beefing, and I can just make him stop beefing. 'Cause I can say something nice to him, and then so like he'll be like, "You don't fucking climb, bro. You don't fucking climb anymore." And I'll be like, "You climb with those big muscles," and he's like, "What am I climbing, dude?" I can just choose what he feels with whatever I say next.
That's so funny. What we climbing, man?
We climb all the time.
He's been getting hurt in basketball
Yeah, emotionally or physically?
emotionally.
What happened?
Yeah, it's just a tough sport out there.
What did you do? You're saying
We
something
didn't-
with your eyes.
We didn't do anything. We just played basketball yesterday, and then he just looked sad.
Is this true, Aiden? You're laughing like you.
Because fucking when Stans walks backwards, he beeps like a forklift and you know, shakes in the way, and he just like gets scared.
By the way, Doug, everyone got put on to how Jack Doug is. I knew this because the first time I hung out with him, I'm like, Doug's big.
I learned he only does push-ups and pull-ups.
That's prison
He said he
shit.
does 150 push-ups a day, which doesn't make sense for his chest size. He just has freak beast genetics.
You think so?
Yeah, because I have a fucking hole in my chest. If I did 3,000 a day, it wouldn't matter.
Well, it's not. You just have a deformity.
That's what I'm saying.
You can have
But
pecs.
like, there's a difference between genetics and having a normal chest.
I think that's part of genetics. No.
But like you're saying, why don't you just say he? You understand why I'm getting confused.
Yeah, but it's not like
He's
there's.
saying, you're saying that your inability to have big pecs does not influence his ability to have them.
It's not binary. It's not like you either have big fucking juicy pecs or a chest hole.
That's what it sounded like.
That's
you were
what it
saying,
sounds like
but
you're
you
saying.
called it genetics.
I am an example of one of many, but there's several people, even in this room, who couldn't get big juicy pecs just doing that.
No,
Well,
we could do it.
Several people in this room.
150 push-ups starting today. How many days?
One. It wouldn't matter.
I already kind of got titties.
You
so I
could
think I
get just
could
do
get there.
150. You'd have to eat a lot more.
You
I
think
can
so?
get big juicy pecs.
Oh,
You would have
eating
to
a lot
eat
more
so much more.
would suck.
You guys don't like eating, huh?
You could get there.
I think I could get there.
You already have pretty good
Yeah,
breasts.
fucking, you're a real
Juicy
eater.
titties. Yeah, I'm a real beer.
You're the biggest eater I know. You're hungry ass.
Yeah, he. I think Doug threw up.
Yeah.
He drank a fuck ton.
He's,
Yeah, because he kept saying, "Let's take a shot
Oh,
every 5 seconds."
He would say no. He would tell someone, he'd be like, "Man, you gotta take a shot," and man would be like, "I don't want to take a shot," and he'd be like, "You're the best one here. I am more drunk than you. It's crazy. I'm more drunk than you." And then Meg would be like, and then it'd be like, "Bartender, 2 shots," and then he would always take the shot with them, which kind of took down their guard a bit.
Bartender, 2 glasses of milk, please.
If I could get a Roger Rabbit, 2 cherries, if you will.
Jerry on the rock.
I gave Nick the insane tech of ordering a Shirley Temple at the.
Oh my god, I've been drinking Shirley's
You like that shit?
all night.
Wait, what do you mean?
when we go out, we go to the bar, Shirley Temple.
Get a Shirley Temple. You got a fun little drink in your hand. You get to hold something. You get to sip.
But you knew what a Shirley Temple was. Of
course.
I see.
He didn't connect the dots of just ordering.
Being
one.
an adult and ordering one.
Yeah.
Dude, it is so embarrassing ordering a Shirley Temple at a bar.
No, I love it.
When I go up and they're like, "What do you have?" I'm like looking at the menu, like, "Yeah, I think I'll get the Shirley Temple." It's like not on there,
They know what the fuck it is.
It's all IPAs. I'm like, Shirley Temple.
Hey, Shirley Temple.
Hazy Shirley Temple.
Shot of vodka on the side. Pour out the shot.
Yeah.
The guy's like,
No, you
Beast.
can't say him. This one's for you. That's Beast.
And then the guy's like slams it. He's like, he just walk away with it.
Like, can I get a hard temple? Oh, what was it?
Well, you have no energy. I'm pissed off at you.
Why are you mad at me?
How about you lock the
why are you
fuck
mad at me?
in?
I was locked in for 20 fucking minutes.
See what you do? See how petty he gets? I don't carry it with me throughout the episode.
Well,
You little nasty
I also
slut.
had a beautiful girlfriend keeping me up late.
So it's probably her fault.
League of
Playing-
Legends.
playing all them damn beeps and boops coming out of the computer.
Playing League of Legends, bot fragging. No, she didn't bot frag. She played well.
It's so interesting because it's like we games to relax are just a meme now. You know what I did to relax the other night? I played the Final Fantasy game.
Oh yeah.
Why
Why
that
don't you
is
go live?
that is
You
relaxing.
little fucking coward.
I don't want to go live. I want to experience it
Of
myself
course
at
you
my
don't
own
want to go
pace.
live
I don't
because
want
you're
to
not
be
a real ass streamer.
I don't want to be entertaining while I play something that's important
I
to
know.
me.
You get to pick and choose when you're entertaining. That's fucking
Yeah.
fun. That's sick.
You saying that you don't?
Nah.
You have members only, bitch. I don't even want to hear about it.
That's literally
Members
me
only, your
entertaining
hack.
still.
It's your hack.
It's not a hack.
Play members only. You can do whatever you want. You can play with your damn shit all day.
I can't play that damn shit all day, but what I usually do is Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, the members
Still
only
gonna be
stream pops
entertaining.
over and he's like, "What's up, Bob? What's up, y'all?"
Slow beat.
I'm flattered by your pantomime.
Yeah, I was like, what's up, y'all?
Just wagging on his shit like Drake. On Drake mode and then checkmark emoji, checkmark emoji.
To be clear, you can do subscriber only streams, and I'd be down to watch that too. But it's still different because you still have to talk. And you
yeah,
wouldn't.
it is different, and I don't want to do that. But you know what? I put in the time. I'm a fucking bear player.
Just never come here
Okay,
and tell me Lubin, I'm a revolutionary streamer.
I've never
then-
said that.
You
I-
earlier
You
today.
You said it today.
I didn't say it was revolutionary.
You said
What
you're
fuck are you
the